Okay, this will be the last cutting of the day, mainly because, well, we're on vacation and we're working too damn hard. Want to find out if 2 jet sizes down in this 125 was too much, or if it uncorks it and lets it do what it should. Let's find out. Oh, and my guesstimate of how much this thing weighs was pretty damn close. I was saying 35. Full tank of fuel, it's 33 and a half. I think she's getting warm. I said I think it's getting warm.
Oh, you saw?
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll these ones downhill?
Oh, you can, yeah.
Turn off your camera.
So I think I want a jet that's halfway between a .028 and a .029. A .0285 would be real nice. I'm going to order the 29 and put it in there. It just feels like she leans out after a long cut, and we're not burning that saw up. That's not happening. Okay, so that 125, yeah, not bad. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with it. I went ahead and ordered that .029 jet, and I will probably put it in there. But what it was doing was it was leaning out as it was coming back to idle. No, that's not true. We could hear it leaning out on the cut too. So I don't know if it was getting warm and vapor locking. Honestly, that's what it seemed like, because I could get the choke and fiddle fart around with it and you know, get it to come back a little bit. And after I shut it down, I let it sit for 10-15 minutes and went back and finished the last little bit that I needed to do. It was only another 6 cuts, and by the end I could feel it was kind of cutting out again. So I'm gonna assume it's just a smidge too lean, and that's why I really hate the non-adjustable carburetors. The first one of the other videos that I posted, one of the users, or YouTube, one of the comments, sorry, long day, one of the comments was from a fellow who was like, hey, I hate the sound of a Tillotson HS, you know, on those things. The SDC-20 is far and away the way to go. Don't get discouraged with the saw. Like, no, I'm not discouraged with the saw. Even with it running way too rich, it's still fun to run. But I just I hate the fact that the manufacturers felt that they had to do that. And there was a reason. People were burning up saws right and left because they didn't know how to tune them properly, and they didn't know to leave a little margin in there. And I've talked about it before. It's your ear. You know, you get a feel for this stuff. At least I did very early on. And to this day, it's so common when, you know, I've got other folks cutting with me and they're using one of my saws that maybe hasn't been out for a while. You know, if it was last tuned and used in winter, we're out there in the summer, or vice versa, you do need to retune them a little bit, especially the older saws. You will notice a stinking difference. But I can hear that. I can be running my own saw and listening to someone else cutting and go, no, that's not all right. I'll walk up, screwdriver, hand them back the saw, and away you go. But a lot of folks don't have that, and that's not a criticism, it's just a fact. It's a reality, I guess, however you want to phrase it. So I'm rambling. Long story short, I'm going to upsize that jet back, you know, to a 2.9, which is what would have come in it from the factory. I will save the 2.8. I still have the 3.0. I don't know that I'm ever going to have another 125, but if I ever do, I'll have some stuff to play with. So anyway, I'm going to say I was almost successful. Like I say, if I could get a half jet size, as I said at the end of the cutting video, half, you know, a .0285 would be right on the money. At least today. Because today it was, we're going to say 70 degrees when I was cutting. Now, if it was 40 degrees, I actually think this would have been perfect. If it was 90 degrees, that would have cut out much sooner. So, again, being able to adjust it and fine-tune it yourself, it's the way to go. But it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing it in action again. We'll catch you guys on the next video.